Hi, and welcome to Content is King, how to write killer content for the web. Are you ready to learn to write killer content so you can win an audience, attract more traffic, and even make more money? Whether it's for an ebook, a blog, or a website, many of the same principles apply. In fact, you can customize what you learn here for writing print books, email newsletters, web articles, or just about any other type of content that lives on the web. My name is Steve McDonald. My claim to fame is that I have published over 115 Kindle and print books. I frequently edit and publish other writers' work, but I also write a lot of content myself, including books, websites, and these Udemy courses. All of my time spent writing, reading, and editing has taught me to recognize the difference between crappy content and killer content. In this course, you're going to learn a lot of awesome strategies for improving your content writing. But there's one word that you'll hear me say a lot, and that word is value. Everything I'm going to teach you is intended to increase the value of your writing in the eyes of your readers. Let me show you a few examples of valuable content I have written, as well as a few of the other books I have edited and published, so you can get an idea of how readers are responding to the kind of killer content that I'm talking about. So I first got into creating killer web content about 5 years ago when I created this site. It's called potteryonthewheel.com, and as you can see, it's a really basic design, and it has about 250 pages on it. Most of those pages are pure content, just written content. There are some photos and some videos, but the vast majority of it is written content. And this website gets a lot of traffic, and it gets a lot of visitors, a lot of responses, and it actually also makes a pretty decent income. But I just wanted to show you some of the responses that I've received in the form of comments from visitors to give you an idea of the effect that this is having on the readers. You can see I put one of the quotes right here on the homepage, and it says, "I just wanted to say thank you for all this great information. I'm new to pottery and I'm learning everything via the internet and books. Your site is awesome and very informative, Kim." So that just means a lot to you when you're putting content out there on the web. Here's another one that I also just transferred to the homepage here. "I want to thank you for this website. I'm a beginner at pottery but serious about having my own studio and teaching others one day. Your website has helped me to answer so many questions. Thank you again, Gladys." But you can see this page has 333 likes, and it's just a popular, well-liked page, and it's because of the written content on the page. So based on this website, I created this little ebook. It's called The Despicable Five: 5 Infuriating Beginning Pottery Problems and Their Solutions. And you can see it's actually the number1 bestseller in ceramic arts. But when we go into this guy, this is just a really simple but effective piece of content. But it's got 24 4- and 5-star reviews, 4.3 out of 5-star reviews, but it's only 19 pages long. The reason that it's still able to get good reviews with being only 19 pages long is because of the value that I put into the content. This book in 19 pages covers some of the hardest things you might learn from taking pottery classes. This book serves as my inspiration piece for every time that I create a piece of content. I look back to this book and I think, how can I write this to replicate the Despicable Five? Because every piece of content that you create should be able to win an audience in a very short period of time. So that's why this book has become an inspiration for me. From there, what I did was I got into Kindle book publishing, and I've hired over 100 authors to write books for me, and I just want to show you a couple of my favorites. This one's called The 5-Day Guitar Solo Method, and it's by Damian Peters. He's a great writer. But again, you can see this is 49 pages long, but it's got a lot of great reviews. People just loving it. Simple and easy to understand. The concepts were simple but provided a new way of learning to solo. Like, that's the kind of thing that you want to hear. Those are the kinds of reviews that you want to get about your content. That's how you know that you're winning an audience. Here's another one that I love. Really super simple book. It's 23 pages long. But again, 28 reviews, 4.3 out of 5 stars. Great info and a quick read. Keeping your personal motivators in mind will get you farther than anything anyone else can tell you. Here's a great review. 5 stars. Love it. Must read for struggling runners. Love this book. Finally, a real book about running for those of us that are not natural runners. Humorous and real, with great tips for runners like me. it solves a problem for them, which is one of the ways that I'll show you in this course to create value with your writing. Okay, now that you have a sense of why I'm teaching this course, let's talk about what you're going to get out of this course. In this course, you will learn where to find killer content ideas and how to expand and develop those ideas so you can create even more related content. How to understand your audience so you can make your content extremely valuable to them specifically. 3 ways to make your content absolutely killer by adding value, using your unique voice, and creating flow in your content. And finally, how to edit your content to make it even better. In addition to learning how to create killer content, we'll look at how to choose the right niche, how to use keywords, headings, titles, and descriptions to help your content attract and keep readers, and to be found in search results. Now in the next lecture, you'll learn some simple strategies for how to get the most out of this course so you can start creating killer content right away.